All right. Welcome to day 8 of our body confidence little chit chat. And I'm Mary Langfield. You know, this is the challenge that I've given myself. And I would love to hear from you if you have ever struggled with your mood or depression or anxiety and you body confidence, because these two things go together. Yay. Ugh. Right? Gross. But you can't really have one without the other. So body confidence and a mood that feels like it's in the garbage. It's going to be really hard to feel good in your own skin when you're feeling moody, when you're feeling irritable, when you're just feeling like, what's the point to all of this? Your mood is a really important piece. So, many of you know, right? I'm a classically trained homeopath. I am a health coach, a functional nutritional health coach, Ayurvedic practitioner. Well, I would call myself like a specialist and a yoga practitioner. And I use and weave all these things together to help you create balance in your health and in your healing. And mood is really important to me because if you've known me for any amount of time, you know that my diet sort of changed when I became, I don't know, I think it was like 24, something like that. I was really depressed, and the depression would come and go, and it would feel like it would suddenly hit like a Mack truck. And I would never know why. It didn't really have any reason. I couldn't like understand why it was happening. But ultimately, I also felt like garbage about myself as well. And so they would feed off each other, right? So it's like if I wasn't feeling good, like if I was looking at myself, and then my mood would be like, yeah, you're garbage. So they would just go and play this little game, and it would run away with itself, and I would feel like trash. And I was really good about making myself feeling more wrong, make myself worse, make myself feel even more terrible than I possibly was at that point. And so it was just this thing that I would do, and I'd spend a lot of time doing it. Um, it's like playing a dopamine game on your phone, right? Like I'm going to just make myself feel terrible. And because it's something to do, because somehow, that's what I'm going to focus all my time and attention on. But really, if we start to address all the areas in your life, right? And you start to feel better with your brain, and your brain chemicals are feeling better, and you are feeling better, you're feeling more nourished, you are feeling more vibrant and energized. It's going to feel a lot easier to feel better in your body because you're not sitting there looking for problems. You're not sitting there looking to poke holes in it. Instead, you're going, wow, I'm going to give myself some grace. I'm going to give myself some kindness. But when you're feeling like garbage, it's just so much easier to be like, yeah, see, look in the mirror, right? Now, we could go on and talk about this topic for a really long time because I'm going to guess many of you have experienced this in some form or fashion. Now, again, I will say that I was Olympic level self-hate loathing. So if I going from that level of self-hate and loathing can turn like a total 360 and be like really appreciative of myself, of my body, and actually not make myself wrong, not sit and cut myself down, you can too. So we could talk about this for a long time. But the question I want you to be thinking about is, what are you doing to help your brain and your mood and your irritability and your anxiety and your depression or whatever? Like, what are you currently doing? And is it working? Is it helping? Hopefully it's helping. And if it's not helping, then that's when, you might explore alternative ways of getting at this, because you deserve to feel the best. You deserve to be able to look in the mirror and see what's really going on versus the craziness that's the mood, right? So that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Keep it really simple, but think about it. Think about your mood. Think about if you have a balanced mood. Think about how long you've possibly been out of balance. Think about if it's hereditary. Think about if there's certain things that trigger it or don't, and then you do them or don't do them. And then think about how it affects how you feel about yourself. I want to hear what you think. Hashtag replay. Let me know. Um, let me know if there's something else you want to be talking about here in this little chit chat. Let me know anything. And remember, you can always post if you like down below in the group, or, start your own posts, because this is about us checking in with each other and talking about these things that are kind of uncomfortable and gross, and hopefully leading the way towards more freedom, more joy, more feel good. All right. Have a great rest of your day.